Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Time's been flying by, a little bit. Yeah, we're due for a blue baby run. Just wanted to make sure we're on the right character. Time's been flying by. We're already going for win 20. 0 CHH SDNP. I am interested to see how this works. Oh, petrified poop on the first room as blue baby. This surprises me greatly, but also makes me very excited. Should be able to get, I don't know, I'd say we average maybe like 5 cents per floor as a result of that, which makes it really easy to get blood banks that we can do absolutely nothing with, but also incentivizes shooting poop, which indirectly will probably lead to more spirit heart drops, weirdly enough. You maybe get like 1 spirit heart drop per run if you shoot every piece of poop. It does happen from time to time. I'm not making this up. So that's what I get for saying 5 cents, right? We've already picked up 7 cents on this very floor, and it looks like we're probably going to have a pretty good chance to get over 10, maybe on this very room, considering we got 5 poops to shoot. Tough Love is an adequate item. If we get our luck stat high enough, it can actually be really devastating, but for right now, it's mostly just like, you know, we'd prefer like a straight damage upgrade, but barring having a straight damage upgrade, it's also great to have Tough Love. And we're sinking these teeth on the regular here. The champion is just very, very strong, so it's going to take us a while to get through, you know, his tough veneer. Don't waste a tooth on the freaking neutral fly. That's all I'll say about that. There we go. Landed a good one. Random spirit heart drop is fine by me. We're up to 9 cents, and there is a tinted rock. I was going to say, if we get like the quarter or swallowed penny there, that would also be amazing. Now that I think about it, swallowed penny is not amazing. Also, I didn't get the tinted rock, and I walked over some creep there. Not feeling very good about myself. 10 cents, though, and HEMATEMESIS. Probably unlikely to get a chance, I would hazard a guess, to unlock that golden chest. But if we do, I'd probably take it. You never know, you know, maybe an early Tammy's head or something would be valuable. Obviously, early Guppy's head or Cricket's head would be amazing as well. You know, I'm going to take it. I'm assuming we have enough time to get a key through various means. If we have to buy one, well, I guess we'd better have a key to get to the shop in the first place. But this does allow us to get to 15 cents here. Now, 2 bombs might allow us to get into the shop, which would also alleviate our concern. For right now, I'm feeling really good about the start of this, and particularly pleasing is the fact that we got that random spirit hard drop. So I am in, you know, being able to take Deal with the Devil territory right now. We gotta go to this shop now that we have a golden key. If only we'd waited another second, we could have picked up the golden key before opening the golden chest, and everything would have been fine. We're just going to buy our key. We're still at 11 cents. Easily can get to 15 before the next floor as a result of the petrified poop, and things are looking real good. I'm going to learn my lesson and actually take an opportunity to shoot the fire here and see if maybe we can pull out a bomb or something. Famine. Famine should go down relatively easily. You know, rate of fire, damage, they're all decent right now. The occasional tooth isn't going to help that much, but it is a noticeable difference whenever that lands versus like a normal shot. But mostly we just avoid taking damage and be happy that we're not picking up just like a base HP upgrade, which is probably like the worst. It's not the worst thing to pick up as Blue Baby, but it's like the biggest drop off from being any other character and being Blue Baby. Anything that gives us non-HP related gains or gives us HP plus something else is really, really going to be rewarded, hopefully, on our run. What's not going to be rewarded is, you know, just getting 1 spirit heart when we should have gotten something that we could have used to blood banks and refilled, but blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter that much. Half red heart there is unfortunately basically worthless, but any room that has poop here is good. You know, poop becomes a little bit less likely to find as the game goes on, so the more we can stack up here in the early game, the better. But, you know, it's pretty much guaranteed how much we're gonna get. You know, we're not gonna get to a dollar, basically, by shooting poop on this floor, unless we get big room card against humanity. But even then, am I really gonna spend all the time necessary to do it? People are probably going, well, you should, and you're probably right. But whether or not I would is another question altogether. I really would like to go to our shop before the devil room. That gives me like a nice amount of consumables. So you know what? I actually do think that's a pretty good use of our resources here. 7 cents, 2 bombs, 2 keys, I think is pretty good. Now we have 4.5 spirit hearts, which pretty much allows us to take whatever Deal with the Devil we want. Probably will not be able to take 2, but that's Blue Baby in a nutshell. Very rarely, oh, that was stupid. Very rarely are you going to be able to take 2 deals with the devil on your second floor as Blue Baby. If you can, you don't need to. Let's put it that way. You've already gotten some defensive item that's going to give you a pretty good chance of getting carried. So we got Torn Photo, which I think also works fantastically for us. And This is a very tough choice, I'll just be honest with you, because we want to deal with the Devil Precedent, but we also don't want to die. So that's a pretty big, like, element in terms of, like, what I look for in Deal with the Devil item is something that doesn't, you know, contribute to the likelihood that we're going to pass away. So the Gimpy pickup is scary, very scary. I actually did not see that there was a Tinted Rock there, thanks to Curse of Darkness, but now I feel way less nervous. Even just having, like, a little bit of a buffer, you know, anybody can make one mistake that they don't expect to make and die. Making two, you know, anybody can make two mistakes that they don't expect to make and die as well. But you're taking the likelihood down every single time you do it, you know? So I feel like this is a really good situation. Now we're at enough Spirit Hearts where I feel like we're probably content to go to our curse room here and see if maybe we can pick up a Guppy item. The main benefit of having this Gimpy pickup is the fact, you know, I'll just make sure that there's no secret room around here just in case, because that would be better. But the main benefit is that we have these deals with the devil now, or we have precedent for these deals with the devil now that we should be able to use to pick up some high damage stuff. So I'm really excited about that. Figured, you know, bomb for a bomb is a fair trade. We might as well see if there's a crawl space hidden in there. We're back up to 7 cents already. You think that's the secret room? There's a couple of likely areas here. Bombs and spiders. Definitely not worth the Spirit Heart, but not like an enormous problem either. Happy we got the extra bombs, and really happy we found where we wanted to be right off the bat here. This takes us up to 10 cents. I don't think there was anything else in the shop we wanted. Oh, you know what? This is actually like a really good boss fight to end this floor on. It would be awesome to get a good tarot card here. And that's perfect. That's exactly what we want. It gives us a lot of momentum for the next floor, and we'll be moving on. Honestly, a little bit ahead of schedule for Boss Rush. It's not my #1 concern, but it's up there somewhere. Just check our shop. Maybe the pill. That's about it. I feel like our secret room, second secret room that is likely to be here. And with that not being there, I'm kind of wary about spending more bombs, but it could be over here as well. Yeah, actually, that looks like fairly likely. It's the tunnel is pushing me right towards it, and we pick up a lot of pills. Tears down. Obviously, we won't be buying that one from the shop. Bad trip. 2 telepills. Jesus Christ. That's bad. The tears down is the big problem, but... Oh my god, it was the worst, man. Tears down, telepills, range down, bad trip. Just colossal waste of my time here. And a lot of my resources as well, but... We'll head down to the next floor. We got telepills. It saves us a half Spirit Heart. That's basically what we got. We walk into a curse room, we telepills out. Hopefully we don't just telepills back into the room. That would be disappointing. Or we could do this as well. This is also viable. I don't want to fight these enemies. We telepills out. Is that worth it? I totally think that's worth it. I think the only bad use of telepills is when, you know, you don't know what it is. That's usually when telepills is just like, well, you've used it like from a position of ignorance. Not like you're you're stupid, but just there's no way you could have known. Suicide King, very interesting. You know what? I don't mind having that Tears downgrade now, because we have Blue Baby's Only Friend, which is a stellar item. Suicide King's very interesting, and by interesting, I mean incredibly scary. We're going to take Humbling Bundle. Starter deck is great, and with my newfound, you know, miniature obsession with Magic the Gathering, I'm interested in picking it up. For thematic reasons, but I think, you know, we owe it to ourselves to do the smart thing for now, so I'm going to do the smart thing for now. One of these days, I'll start talking about Magic the Gathering more in videos, you know, the way I talk about programming from time to time, because it's another thing that I'm spending a lot of my quote-unquote free time on. I don't know why I say quote-unquote free time. Is there any, like, more pretentious way to refer to the time that you're not working? Quote-unquote free time? Well, you know, technically here at Northern Lion Industries, we're on the clock 99% of the time, but, you know, during those brief, fleeting moments on this mortal coil where I'm not tied to my desk, you know, that's a bullshit way. There's a very self-serving way of talking about it. But, yeah, I've been learning programming, but also playing a lot of Magic the Gathering. But the reason I don't talk about it is because I know nothing, and the Magic the Gathering community is a little intimidating. So I don't want to come out here and be like, well, I was playing Kate, and, you know, I brought out my Hangerback Walker as a 2/2, and then I decided to, you know, use a spell to kill it and get all my Thopters on the field, and then I buffed them with, you know, a Horn Blast, and all of a sudden, you know, I got these 3/1 flying Thopters out there, and that's just GG. You know, that's I'm still, I don't know why I put on that voice. That was a little offensive as well, but that's legitimately what I sound like when I play Magic the Gathering. That's my Magic the Gathering voice. When you play Magic, is it customary to narrate every single move that you do, or am I overthinking it? Like, whenever we play, I'm like, okay, I am drawing a card. I am tapping 3 lands to play Rebirth, Gear Crafter. Get Cat and Nine Tails here. Man, this is a little spooky. We've already been to everything on this floor, basically. Let's go. I don't know. That's the other thing. I'm worried I'm going to go to my local game store and be like, I play 4 mana to tap Rebirth or Gear Crafter. And like, yes, we know. Can you hurry up, please? That's probably like a real thing. I can understand that. So, Blue Baby's only friend is, it's good. It's great. Blue Baby's only friend is the best item in the game. I was just seeing how far I could go there. Thank you, Gimpy, for that. It actually, it alleviates any concern I could have possibly had about our damage. It took forever to kill Mega Fatty, but Mega Fatty takes forever to kill. So, you know, that's just par for the course. Wow, we fucked up your fire. We fucked that fire's day right up, man. And I think a combination of Blue Baby's only friend and our cube of meat here is really going to do a lot for us. Like, this will take out enemies easily. It obviously puts us in a risky position to do so. But at the same time, if we know that we're going to be okay, it's a really easy way to get a lot of damage done quickly. Why am I sticking with Suicide King? It's a great question. I'm glad you asked, Janet. The reason we are sticking with Suicide King is because occasionally you can make something cool happen with Suicide King. If you get Dark Judas, it's an easy way to put yourself in that state and get some rewards out of it in the process. There's a not insignificant chance that I will accidentally kill myself with it. I'm not banking on it. I hope it doesn't happen, but it has happened from time to time. Got enough bombs that we should definitely, you know, take opportunities like that to blow up mushrooms. It's like Eminem said on Lose Yourself, you know? You only got one shroom, do not miss your chance to blow. Magic Mush shows up once a run, statistically speaking, on average. If you're, you know, really blowing up all the mushrooms, you got a pretty good chance to get it. That's the classic Northern Lion joke of, let's reference a property that everyone is familiar with, but we'll reference it in a slightly different way. Part of the science of comedy is unexpectedness. Now I've ruined the joke and I gotta invent a new one. That's not part of the science of comedy. That was just short-sighted on my part. Also, I have no idea what the science of comedy is. We need Neil Smoke DeGrasse Tyson to explain it in a relatable way that is non-threatening. Okay. Big fan. More orbitals, the better as far as I'm concerned. Not the best offensively, but if we're already walking into enemies and having our shit rotate into them, might as well go for it. Get 9 volt. 9 volt and the poop is going to give us, on rooms with combat, we might possibly get like 2 poop charges, I think. Nothing to write home about, even with petrified poop, but it's something. Maybe 9 volt doesn't give us that? Maybe that's AAA battery. Sometimes I get... No, it definitely is giving us the tick up. Okay. That's something I shouldn't have even questioned. I should have just known that, but it's cool. Put this down. Now, you might be saying, Northern Lion, you're not using the poop as much as you should be. You know why? I'm actually paranoid sometimes that the spacebar is the Q key. I know that sounds ridiculous. Roid Rage. That's fine, man. We're gonna head down to the next floor. We're actually making great time. We're skipping the occasional room here, but we've been to every single item room shop and boss room, obviously. You might be saying, well, you know, why didn't you explore, or why didn't you buy the other item in the shop? You have almost enough money. If you just blown up the donation machine, you could have gotten it. True, but I don't know what the heck it is. Could have been great, could have been not so great, I don't know. Might as well pick this up. So we're at 12 cents. Enough to start to think about doing something, but we know, oh, that was just terrible damage. We know we should have a deal with the devil on this floor. We've eroded the other penalties. The thing that's kind of shitty about what we're dealing with right now is that if we fight Krampus, that's basically like potentially it for our deals with the devil. We got to do this just in case. Just in case of what? No, you don't understand. Just in case. Just in case is taking my family, and he says if I don't do this room, they're gonna. He's a trial lawyer in the upper New York State area. I don't know. They need to come up with a more elegant name for that. I'll talk to my buddy who lives between the states of New York, Massachusetts, and Connecticut to figure out if we can figure out something more elegant there. Anyway, what I'm getting at before I went off on that ridiculous tangent is if we have a Krampus fight, that's our first deal with the devil, Gimpy. Half decent, we get the precedent. Second or third floor, no deal with the devil. 4th floor, no deal with the devil. 5th floor, Krampus. 6th floor, maybe no deal with the devil. 7th floor, maybe we get one crack at an item. Maybe we get red chests. I'm not holding out a lot of hope for us to swing like great deal with the devil plays here. The good news is that Blue Baby's only friend is like good enough to carry us. The bad news is, like, I'd really like it to not have to. So we wanted to be out of this floor probably within, like, a couple of minutes. In case we want to do boss rush, we could always, like, kill ourselves on the boss rush room. It's weird, but if it gave us an item, we could walk back in if we had extra lives. Very strange. Might as well try this one out. Might as well try that one out. Magician is bad. No spirit hearts, that's fine. I think the game has still been relatively kind to us, honestly. Or at least it could be less kind to us. So I'm not going to really complain about where we're at right now. You know, we've got decent damage, and we've had enough money to buy whatever we wanted from the shops. And some of the things we didn't even want from the shops. Plus a lot of random spirit heart drops. And Blue Baby's only friend really insulates us from a lot of the shit that can ruin us. Like our terrible pill rotation earlier that caused me to have just a little miniature heart palpitation. Keep heading straight up. Haven't found an item room or a shop. It's like our luck has run out there a little bit. And all it takes is really like one floor that's this slow to really knock us out of the potentiality of getting to boss rush, which, to be honest with you, can be kind of a blessing in disguise. It's like, you know, not you getting into that summer school that you wanted to go to, but then that summer, you know, you get a job instead, and then you decide, hey, you know what, I really like working as an actuary, and then you pursue that in your studies instead. And if you'd gotten that summer school class, you wouldn't be doing what you wouldn't have found your true calling, you know? Sometimes there's a blessing in the curse. I thought that was Cards Against Humanity for some reason, just by the fact that it had a black background, and I chose to almost play it, but then my brain was like, stop, what are you doing? This is bad. And I'm glad that Brain showed up just in time to save the day, because that would have been real nasty. Still sort of on time for boss rush. Magic Fingers is interesting. You know what? I think I may actually take it, but let's see how much money we spend on this floor. Our shop might have greed. It does have greed. Please stand still. Thank you. That's a lot of money. That's kind of what I'm thinking, is like Magic Fingers might be awesome because we have so much money, and we get, you know, yet another kind of like direct source of damage that we can use. Now, I don't want to blow all of our 54 cents here or anything like that. Just wanted to get some extra damage done there. Oh, well, that's not going to work out too well. But, yeah, I think that this is actually a reasonable play. I don't think it's strong or not strong. I think it depends on how we use it. If we don't use it at all, it was a bad choice. Mom's underwear for a range up. That's pretty bad. This is pretty much exactly what I was concerned about. The Krampus fight does put us way behind the game from a momentum standpoint, but maybe Lump of Coal? Lump of Coal, alright, it gives us some damage upgrade. We're still technically on pace for boss rush, but it doesn't matter because it's probably going to be Curse of the Blind anyway. It is not Curse of the Blind. Alright, that's what I get for being a little bit, you know, overly complainy there. It's alright. Happens. Might as well keep shooting the poop. I know that, you know, we're still on the lookout for speed, but 4 extra plays of Magic Fingers, probably nothing to sneeze at. You know, we spent 5 cents to be done with that room a lot faster than we otherwise would have. Similarly, like, not having to mess around with these guys is going to be good for us. I don't think that room is even worth doing. We're making good progress here. I think we're doing a good job of using Magic Fingers constructively right now. Let's try to keep it up. This guy, we shouldn't need to. Whenever he pops up, we'll just hit him with one of those. Golden key, that's good. I'd like to keep my keys, you know, relatively safe. Every time I hit the space bar, for some reason, my finger's hovering close to that Q key, like, you know you want to. You know you want to use Suicide King and just, like, literally kill yourself for no reason. Not literally in real life, but in the game. Onsu's Rune, huge play. We have enough time to go shop item room, and then I'm going straight into this boss fight because I want to have a chance to get something for boss rush. The cancer pickup for the extra HP and the wafer effect is really good. More spirit hearts, please. And champion belt is worth it. This is worth it. Not spending anything else, not even donating because I don't want to lose on a little bit of my what do you call it? My bankroll. I don't want to lose my bankroll for magic fingers here. We've had so many runs like in a row. A couple of those have been like super easy, but a lot of our most recent runs have really been like strange. Like unusual synergies, weird like trinket interactions. Really, obviously the broken remote run springs to mind, but even apart from that one, there's been some doozies, and this one's definitely up there as well. Weird like Blue Baby's only friend shit damage run. It's not actually that shit of damage. That Tears upgrade just derailed me a little bit. Okay, that's the big thing right there. You know, I do want to keep Blue Baby's only friend in a position where it can deal some damage. Finally, we can freaking see our deal with the devil, and it's Guppy's Collar, which we will take. Very unlikely we become Guppy, but worth the chance. And we have to, right? Like, how could we not take Judas' Shadow here? And then we'll Moon card out, and we actually have a chance to use Suicide King, which is remarkable. Where do we use Suicide King to get the maximum benefit? I think we should really use it, like, now. Even if it doesn't allow us to get anything special. Like, what? I wonder if we use it on, like, a second secret room. What was in our second secret room? A Blackheart? We used Suicide King, so we got technology out of it. I think that's worth taking. And we got another Blackheart. We got Demon Baby. We got a Sun card. We got an Emperor card. Wait a minute. We came back. Guppy's Collar brought us back. This is strange. Full health. That's not necessary. Don't pick up the Blackheart. We want to kill ourselves again. I'll use a bomb. I don't care. Now we should come back with Judas' Shadow. No, that's Guppy's Collar again. You see, you've used the one twice, Joy. Need to blow ourselves up here so we can become Dark Judas. There we go. Now we're Dark Judas. And our damage should be really good. We have this Emperor card. We got no chance to fight on there, which is okay. You know what? Maybe I should have killed myself on the boss rush room, but we already got 2 items out of Suicide King, so I'm like, kind of thinking, like, why would we? I'm so glad we came in here. I'm going to use the Emperor card to teleport out. Not really glad I took that, but that's okay. We're up to 5 Spirit Hearts, going up against Daddy Longlegs. Kind of hard to get a judge of how much damage we're dealing here, but it seems pretty good. Yeah, I would classify this as pretty good. For an enemy that stayed around a little longer to be hit, I think we'd be even more impressed. You know, Evil range, shot speed. Evil's nice. Rest of it, kind of inconsequential. Down to the next floor. And we have a respawn in the form of Guppy's Collar, which is interesting, but I hope we never have to find out whether or not it's going to work for us again. I'm actually pretty happy with our existing damage. We'll open that. I think we should. And that's mostly what I was hoping for. At least realistically hoping for. Of course, I could be like, I hope we get Cricket's head. Sure, it happens from time to time. But mostly I wanted the money. And we should have used some of the money there. Another Pretty Fly is fine. Let's just put you up there while I'm picking this stuff up. Tower again. You know this? Oh my god, the pills. They never get better, man. Yeah, our technology damage is not insignificant. You can see, like, you can see the huge swings when it lands. I think this is enough damage to have a very, very realistic shot at beating the game with. Should be, anyway. And again, like, our Magic Fingers is going to have even more damage-dealing potential because of the speed at which we can output it, and I think that's when it's going to be most useful, is enemies that often hit me, I don't want to say for me being an idiot, but, like, you know, that have, like, interesting mobility. Gertie Jr. is a prime example. 10 cents to kill Gertie Jr., fine by me. But, like, bomb flies in particular. Turrets also are going to qualify, but bomb flies, man, they just, like, fly into you, explode. If we can blow them up right at the start before they even get a chance to aggro, you know, life's good. Those guys could have hit me. I don't really want to go to the curse room with this little HP. Don't know what that pill does. I might have already become aware of what that pill does, but I don't want to risk it. Another room that, you know, 2 taps of the spacebar is well worth it for me on that one. Pride, though, I don't think we gain too much for killing Pride that way. I'll be happy to pick up a better card, and the Hermit, you know, despite what you might think, is probably a better card. Figure I'll just loosen him up a little bit here. Don't want to waste too much money. You know, we still have a few floors to go. Trying to see if maybe this is our secret room. That would be really nice. It freaking is. That is a surprise. Goathead is useless now, but Sure. It's a thought that counts. Magic Mush would be great here. Range down. Not really what I was hoping for, but that's okay. Ooh. Okay, right. This is useless. The ooh was misplaced. We got 3 freaking flies. 3 flies. Gotta keep the map up for now just so I can figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go. Oh, it worked! Oh, okay. I want to break those turrets as soon as possible. And like anytime that Mom's Heart summons an enemy, I am going to use my spacebar and a little bit of money to knock it out. Because I don't want to spend any time attacking anything that is not Mom's Heart here. I don't want to risk any damage that is not strictly necessary. I think this is good. I think we've made some good decisions here. Let's use the Hermit card right off the bat. It's giving us some distance. Not very much, but it's giving us some. That is enough money to hopefully fund my endeavors on this floor. We also got a library. And I'm pretty stoked about the Satanic Bible play. Another key might not hurt, but it's not that big. Magic Fingers? Sure, you know. Hey, oh, Magic Fingers. I thought you'd never show up here. Thank you. Not red chests. It's a golden chest. It's interesting. Like, I would really like Infamy. But I don't know how much it's worth the risk right now, you know? With Curse of the Maze, we're going to end up doing everything anyway. Oh, man. Perfect room to demonstrate the usefulness of Magic Fingers as far as I'm concerned. I did not want anything to do with that room at all. Okay, so this is the wrong way, clearly. Let's find the right way. I think that that's a pretty good plan. This should not require any money. Very simple enemy to face. Should be making sure to make like a second pass to look for tinted rocks at every available opportunity, because could easily get a little squirrely if I just, you know, if I take 2 hits, all of a sudden this run becomes a lot more dangerous than it looks right now. I don't think we need Magic Fingers here. Our speed is high enough. It's close. It's closer than I'd like it to be, but perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's exactly what I was trying to illustrate, and it ended up working out. Similarly, you know, if I can kill these guys for 2 cents, why wouldn't I? We got our money back. Never have to worry about them. I really feel like the strengths of this, I mean, this is probably obvious, but it's really strong on rooms where there's multiple enemies. I probably did, that was overkill, but it's really strong on rooms where there's multiple enemies that are relatively weak. Saves me a lot of heartache. So I'm going to be a total hypocrite, and I'm not even going to go back for the Satanic Bible, even knowing that we have that extra battery charge we could use with it, because I'm an asshole. Could take Liberty Cap. Not going to dispute that. Thank you, Humbling Bundle. Like, Humbling Bundle ended up being a much better offensive pickup than we would have ever expected on this run. It's really like what allows, it drives the engine here. Devil card. Really good. Really good. We'll try to save that for the cathedral. Or sorry, for the chest. Obviously, we're already on the cathedral. Not really interested in that. So how do we use Magic Fingers here? Very simple. When the angels show up, we will pop them for 1 cent, which is a ridiculous cost. And that'll also do a little bit of bonus damage to Isaac. You know, this is one of those runs where we're not going to be running away with it from a damage perspective, but we're doing our part, that's for sure. Even if we only use, like, Blue Baby's only friend, it's possible to beat Isaac relatively quickly like this. You know, it wouldn't be the worst damage run we've ever had, let's put it that way. We're almost done already. I really want to save as much money as possible for our chest. Because every enemy, basically, on the chest is a boss, so anything that we have to help us out there is good. We're not really rolling an HP right now, and our damage is, despite being Dark Judas, is not really that amazing. Hopefully we get something in the chest as we go down there to turn it around, but I still think that this is going to be a really easy win regardless. Or a pretty easy win regardless. It just could go south pretty quickly. This is interesting. We'll take Crystal Ball for the mapping. Also gave us 2 of diamonds. We'll take the quarter, because it works really well with Magic Fingers. And I know what people are going to say. They're going to be like, why in the good hell are you rolling with magic fingers over the D6? You might as well re-roll everything with the D6. I would like to re-roll everything with the D6, and I mean that sincerely, but I can't get rid of magic fingers to make it happen. Are you seeing what it's doing here? Like, this is not an unsung hero. This is like the hero of this run right now. What I'm looking for is a golden chest that has a spacebar item in it. And if we encounter that, then I can take magic fingers, I can exile it basically, to use a Magic the Gathering term, and then I can, oh, here's a Skype message or something. After we quote-unquote exile it, looks really good with the frame rate of the game. After we exile it, we can pick up something else. Oh my god. You know what it is? I think it's like any time like a system tray updates or the taskbar updates, it just makes the game super slow. So maybe it's not that I'm like getting a message on Skype. Maybe it's that Skype has to reflect that a message has been sent on the quick bar. Maybe if I just like disable Windows Arrow or something like that, it'll stop it from happening. We haven't had any drops yet. I mean, I don't think we've gotten any luck upgrades, so it's pretty sensible. We'll pop the devil card, obviously, and then we'll just start mashing the spacebar. Anything we can use to speed up this fight is going to be very useful. And yeah, we didn't get to use the D6 to re-roll everything. Usually the D6 is like a dream item on the chest. This is just one of those unique situations where we had a spacebar item that worked even better. And honestly, I dedicate that run to Magic Fingers, and can you believe it? We're already back at 20 wins. That feels pretty exciting. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.